Blackstone Publishing presents Her Billionaire Boss Fake Fiancé by Cami Checketts. This book is read by Paul Woodson. Chapter 1. Alexia Hall jogged through Central Park, exiting at Madison Avenue, then running through the exclusive Carnegie Hill neighborhood. This early in the morning, especially after the icy rain from last night, a lot of the city was quiet. She loved Manhattan, and Carnegie Hill was one of her favorite spots she'd found on her early morning runs since moving to Queens last week. Carnegie Hill felt like what she envisioned New York would have been in the 1920s. She couldn't afford to live in Manhattan, but had found a studio apartment next to Queensboro Park just across the river. She considered herself lucky to be paying under $2,000 a month. Her parents weren't as ecstatic about her opportunity to live in Queens and work in Manhattan for Hawk Enterprises. They wanted her to come back to Snow Valley, Montana. She'd promised to be there for Christmas. She worried this might be her mom's last Christmas. A donor kidney wasn't convenient or cheap to come by. She carefully placed her steps. The side of the road was icy. Her mind traveled from her family in Montana back to this exciting city. When the opportunity came to work temporarily for Hawk Enterprises, she had to jump on it. She would be filling in for a member of Hawk Enterprises' marketing team, a lady who had been put on early bed rest for her pregnancy. It was all due to Lexi's advisor at Cornell, who was always on the lookout for opportunities for her students. Her professors had even allowed her to finish up her thesis and turn it in early so she could capitalize on this opportunity. Lexi upped her pace as she raced down the street, and she held in an excited squeal. She was going to work in her field for a Fortune 500 company, make money to help her mom and dad out, and be near Callum Hawk, a.k.a. most eligible bachelor in America. Well, okay, not directly with the enigma, but from what she understood, she'd sit in meetings with him and be able to glimpse his handsome face most workdays. It wasn't simply that he was the most perfect man in existence. It was his brain and success that made her want to rub shoulders with him and learn from him. Who would have thought? A girl from Snow Valley, Montana, working for one of the most successful men in the world. She glanced left and right, then dodged across the wide city street. It was empty at 5:30 in the morning, and she was anxious to get to the Queensboro Bridge and back to her apartment. She loved running through Central Park in the early morning, but being outside this long on December 3rd had chilled her clear through. Slipping on a patch of black ice, Lexi cried out, windmilled her arms, and skidded over the asphalt. She prayed she wouldn't fall. The low thrum of an engine rolled over her as a single headlight.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?